you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Kendrick Lamar reaction video. You've all been asking for this for ages. I'm gonna be real. The only reason it's taking me this long to do my next album reaction isn't just because I wanted to check out some of the other live performances and music videos you've all recommended. It's also because I was away on holiday for a week. So I couldn't really record an album reaction while I was away. I didn't know how that was gonna fit into the schedule, but now I am back. We can jump straight into the next one. And I think it's quite clear what you all want. I read the comment section. It was quite subtle, you know. I was like really trying to understand what you guys all want. No, I'm lying. It was everywhere. You guys have all been spamming one album in particular, and that is Damn. And that's what we're going to react to right now. So please support these reactions by liking and subscribing to the channel for more as well. I do want to say thank you so much to everyone supporting my Kendrick Lamar journey. I really want to maybe start doing another hip-hop artist soon. One that you all really want me to check out as well. Because remember, this is supposed to be the hip-hop journey. So you're supposed to check out a hip-hop artist that I don't know. And Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be the beginning of this journey. That doesn't mean I want to end the Kendrick Lamar journey at all. I want to do every single album this man has done. So maybe we'll continue the Kendrick journey, but start another one alongside it. So let me know in the comment section if there's any recommendations you guys can think of. But for now, I'm going to stop talking. Let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Kendrick Lamar's full album of Damn.
Is it wickedness? Is it weakness? You decide.
Ooh.
Are we gonna live?
I'm liking the vibe here.
So I was taking a walk the other day, and I seen a woman, a blind woman.
You know what? You know what's interesting is this feels like an opening to a movie. Like I'm imagining like credits like opening on the screen. I'm imagining like we're going into some sort of story that's about to be told. We're watching a film. That's what this feels like. But also it feels like a sermon almost, doesn't it?
A blind woman pacing up and down the sidewalk. She seemed to be a bit frustrated, as if she had dropped something and having a hard time finding it. So after watching her struggle for a while, I decided to go over and lend a helping hand, you know. Hello, ma'am. Can I be of any assistance?
There's such an eerie calm to the way Kendrick just opens this whole album. Like I said, it almost was like a Quentin Tarantino movie or something like that. That sort of old school vibe. You know, I could imagine this opening for like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's kind of the energy it's given off here.
Seems to me that you have lost something. I would like to help you find it.
By the way, there's 14 songs in this album.
She replied, oh yes.
We're gonna do 5, 5,
I have
and 4
lost something.
in that order.
You've lost your life.
Is it wickedness?
Lamar stated views on police brutality with that line in the song, quote, and we hate the popo, want to kill us in the street, faux show.
Ah, please. I don't like it.
I got loyalty, got royalty inside my DNA.
Wait. I recognize this one. Did he perform this one at the Super Bowl? This sounds familiar. There is a, at the time of recording this video, by the way, I literally put my phone down a second ago as they released body cam footage for a man being punched in the face and dragged out of a car. Any guesses what that man did wrong? His headlights were out. It's a viral clip. You've probably all seen it, right? I literally just watched it today. I'm not even joking. I literally just put my phone down after watching the body cam footage of that. Before recording this reaction. Any guesses as to the color of the man's skin? The answer will surely shock you, right? It's fucking disgusting.
I got loyalty, got royalty.
But the timing.
Cocaine quarter piece, got war and peace inside my DNA. I got power, poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though ambition flow inside my DNA. I was born like this.
God, the transition from the opening to this drop. The opening literally feels as calm and peaceful that it could be a priest delivering a sermon, and then we drop into this one, the bass so damn heavy it would make your wheels fall off your fucking car. Also, like the opening, like I said, Kendrick shines a light on an issue that needs more, like, coming out of the darkness. I can't think of a better way to say it, you know? It's like, it's an established issue in American society and other places in the world as well, by the way, but obviously with Kendrick's perspective, American society, and shining a spotlight on an issue that's like, I don't know how you word it, but basically what I'm saying is people try to hide it, so the more light you shine on it, the better it is. I know that sounds obvious and vague, but again, I'm not great with words.
Conception, I transform like this, perform like this, wish out you a new weapon. I don't contemplate, I meditate, then off your fucking head. This that put the kids to bed. This that I got realness, I just kill shit cause it's in my DNA. I got millions, I got riches building in my DNA. I got dark, I got evil that rot inside my DNA. I got off, I got trouble, some heart inside my DNA. I just win again, then win again like Wimbledon I serve. Yeah, that's him again, the sound that engine in is like a bird. You see fireworks and Corvette tires skirt the boulevard. I know how you work, I know just who you are. See, use a bitch, your hormones probably switch inside your
Jesus Christ, man! I'm liking the flow. I'm liking the arrangement of the vocal timings that we're getting here, but the thing for me that is just fucking so good is that insane instrumental. It's that heavy bass and crazy beat, man. Come on. Ain't no one sitting still listening to this. Fucking hell. See my pedigree, most definitely don't tolerate the front. Shit I been through probably offend you. This is Parler's oldest son. I know murder, conviction, burners, boosters, burglars, ballers, dead, redemption, scholars, fathers dead with kids, and I wish I was fed. Forgiveness, yeah. Soldier's DNA, born inside the beast. My expertise checked out in 2nd grade. When I was 9, on sale motel, we didn't have nowhere to stay. At 29, I've done so well, hit cartwheel in my estate. And I'm gon' shine like I'm supposed to, antisocial extrovert. And excellent meaning extra work. And absentness, what the fuck you hurt? And passiveness never struck. This, I don't even know how to properly describe this. This. Kendrick did a switch up without doing a switch up. Does that even make sense? He changed his like flow, but it didn't even feel like he changed his flow. It was so subtle that it almost felt missed. You see what I mean? How the fuck did he do that?
Salute the truth and the prophecy. I got loyalty, got royalty inside.
This is
my
why
DNA.
I say that hip-hop has done more damage to young African Americans than racism in recent years.
I live about my DNA. This is my heritage, all I'm inheriting. Money and power, the Mecca emeritus. Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't tell me nothing. I'd rather die than to listen to you. My DNA not for imitation.
This is fucking
DNA in the bomb.
The producers. The producers. Holy shit. What the fuck were they doing in that booth? Holy shit, this instrumental is crazy. Oh my god.
Money and power, the Mecca.
Rewind it, man.
Tell me something, you motherfuckers can't
Oh
tell me
my
nothing.
god.
My DNA not for imitation. Your DNA an abomination. This how it is when you want to make your bullets, reaping what you're sowing, stacking up the footage, living on the go and sleeping in the villa, sipping from a Grammy, walking in the building, diamond in the ceiling, marble
Oh my-
on the floor,
what the
beaches out the window, peeking out the window, baby in the pool, Godfather goes, only Lord knows. I've been going hammer, dodging paparazzi, freaking through the cameras, eating 4 daughters, Brock wearing sandals, yoga on a Monday, stretching to November, watching all the snakes, curving all the fakes, phone never own, I don't conversate, I don't compromise, I just penetrate, sex, money, murder, these are the breaks, these are the times, level number 9, look up in the sky, tennis on the way, sentence on the way, Kenneth on the way, motherfucker, I got winners on the way, you ain't shit without a buddy on your belt, you ain't shit without a ticket on your plate, you ain't sick enough to put it on yourself, you ain't rich enough to hit the light escape, tell me when destruction gonna be my fate, gonna be a fate, gonna be a fate, peace to the world, let it rotate, sex, money, murder, our DNA.
The songs are shorter. This one's 2 minutes and 40. The last one was 3 minutes. It's not like Kendrick to release shorter songs like this. there ain't no room to breathe. There ain't no room to breathe. I don't even know how to properly break down that one. That one is a tough one to break down in terms of lyrics. At its form, it's literally Kendrick talking about heritage and his DNA and his bloodline, and not just like going far back, but as going back just to like Compton and LA. Like, it was everything. And obviously when you open with what we opened with, talking about like how do what it talking about the history of himself and talking about the history of other establishments, as well as other things as well. Like I said, it was a bit of a harder one to break down, and I'm gonna be honest, it was a bit of a harder one to break down because fuck me, that instrumental had my attention. That instrumental had my gaze from the moment I pressed play. And it wasn't just the instrumental, man. Not only did the producers just cook so damn hard on DNA from the opening, right? That, I mean, like, come on, everything about these 3 minutes was fucking insane. Like, the opening was so relaxing and calm, and it ended on such a sinister sort of tone. It felt like the opening to a movie or a sermon or the beginning of a music video. You know, it didn't even feel like part of the album. It was so bizarre. And then the way it ended, sort of talking about like police brutality and not like it. Oh, I don't like those lines. Oh, no. What do you mean? Fuck me. And then like having just a part of like DNA sort of like call back to that moment at the end of the first opening to the album, with the person sort of saying about another like one a hip hop, what the damage hip hop has done. You know, like a fucking, like, you have any right to say that anyway. Just stupid statement. And then like how that sort of calls back to the opening. But what, man, oh my god, I'm tripping over myself because I've got like 6 things to say here. I'm just gonna start from the beginning. I'm gonna just list them out. The transition from the first song into that was brilliant. That drop with the bass was just wild. Like, fucking fantastic, man. It was just such an awesome build-up. They feel like they should just be one song. And then we immediately go into Kendrick just going crazy with his flow over this wild bass, by the way. But then we have a flow switch halfway through the second verse, which was just so subtle you didn't even see it coming. And then when that transitions into the spoken part, the beat shifts up, everything rotates on his fucking head, and we just completely change the paradigm of the song for the final like 40 seconds. Kendrick's flow double times, and we just roll into the end of that track. And it just becomes something gloriously well produced that I cannot even believe what I'm hearing. I'm shocked that we didn't accidentally like nudge the CD player and skip into the next song. No, that was all part of the same track. Fucking devilishly smooth. My word, man. Crazy. Damn. Track number 3.
I got so many theories and suspicions.
Yeah.
I'm diagnosed with real nigga conditions. Today is the day I follow my intuition. Keep the family close, get money for bitches. I double park the Austin in the red. My mama told me that I'ma work myself to death. My girl told me don't let these hoes get in my head. My world been ecstatic, I checked the signal, they're red. Buzzing, radars is buzzing. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Man is a damn poet with it. He really is. Everything feels so simple on the surface. Like Kendrick literally just talking about like his girl saying this, his mum saying that, but then using it all to be a metaphor for the radar being buzzed. And obviously that's something that tower workers will say, like buzzing the tower is literally a metaphor, and the radar just buzzing obviously signifies or implies that the radar itself is just fucking lighting up like a damn Christmas tree. All this noise coming in to Kendrick's head, different sort of avenues going on, of maybe a callback to the previous album. Fuck me!
Yeah, yeah.
So simple, so well done.
Yeah, yeah.
And all the while with this vibe, man.
Buzzing, radars is buzzing. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Interviews wanna know my thoughts and opinions. Fox News wanna use my name for percentage. My latest news is my niece, she worth living. See me on the TV and scream, that's Uncle Kendrick. Yeah, that's the business. Somebody tell Gerardo this nigga got some ambition. I'm not a politician, I'm not about a religion. I'm an Israelite, don't call me black no more. That word is on.
This is interesting. For me, it almost feels like Kendrick, like he mentions at the beginning of this verse, that people just want interviews with him to like elevate their own positions, and he's sort of like talking about that. But then he almost goes on to interview himself almost. Like he's just like so tired of being asked these questions that he's answering them himself in this verse. And I feel like that ties back to him opening talking about interviews, you know?
I'm an Israelite. Don't call me black no more. That word is
like he's
only
preemptively
color.
answering
It ain't
questions.
facts no more. My cousin Carl, the word said know my worth. And Deuteronomy say that we all been cursed. I know he walks the earth, but it's money to get, bitches to hit. Yeah, zeros to flip. Temptation is, yeah, first on my list. I can't resist, yeah. Everyone together now, know that we forever buzzing. Radars is buzzing. Yeah.
This man knows how to get you. He absolutely fucking does. He does it so damn easily as well. Like, how the hell is Yeah a track after DNA, where that song was literally so damn fucking hard it would level a building? It just so good. And then we go on to this one, and I feel like he's just unplugged my mind. Kendrick can hype you up crazily and then just stop it dead. You know, like just literally get the waves thrashing, and with a snap of a finger, it's calm waters. I don't know how he does it, man.
Yeah.
And he makes it work.
Yeah. Buzzing. Radars is buzzing. Yeah.
I didn't even realize that track had ended, man. I feel like with DNA, you had Kendrick trying to say 100 things in 20 seconds, right? And then with Yeah, you literally had the opposite. You had Kendrick trying to say like 2 things, you know, or just 1 thing, you know, talking about all the noise. That's what it felt like. And it's interesting that the song lyrically feels like Kendrick talking about all the noise, you know. His radar is just buzzing. He's got all this noise, you know. His mom said don't do this. His girl said don't do this. All this noise coming in from all directions. His radar is just buzzing. It's lighting up, you know. These people want to use him for this. It's something that Kendrick has spoken about before, you know. The fact that this man just became famous and then everybody just wanted to put their hands immediately in his pockets, right? And it's something he's mentioned. And he's still saying it now. But now he's talking about it from like an interview or an establishment or an agency sort of perspective. You know, it's not so much about the individuals as it is about organizations. And it's amazing how that's what he's talking about in this track. That, like, people just wanting to get their hands on the cake. People just wanting to get involved in his shit. Lighting up his phone. His radar is buzzing. And yet, it's just done in such a way that feels completely calming. Kendrick feels like he's talking about the fact that he can't unwind. He can't relax. He can't unplug. But does it in a way with a song that is the complete opposite for the listener. Like, this whole song, Yeah, is literally about Kendrick's mind being picked clean. Like, Kendrick being there fucking frustrated, right? His radar is buzzing, man. And yet for us, it's the opposite. It's amazing how Kendrick is telling us how stressed out he is by making us relax. And that's what I mean. That whole song felt calm and chilled, mellow, blissful, tranquil. All the synonyms. And yeah, it was about Kendrick talking about how he feels the complete opposite to how he's making us feel right now. Ain't that crazy? Ain't that fucking brilliant? Am I the one who just thinks that is amazing? Just that simple idea. I'm stressed out. I'm going to mellow you out. Simple. Element. Can't believe how quick these songs are. It's a bit of a shame. This is the 4th song already.
Ain't nobody praying for me. Y'all know what happens on earth stays on earth. Here we go.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
I'm willing to die for this shit. I done cried for this shit. Might take a life for this shit. Put the Bible down and go out for a knife for this shit. DOT, my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. Ayy, I been stumped out in front of my mama. My daddy commissary made it to commas. Bitch, all my grandma's dead, so ain't nobody praying for me. I'm on your head. Ayy. 30 millions later, know the feds watching. Auntie on my telegram like be cautious. I be hanging out at Thames, I be on Stockton. I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton. I'm willing to die.
Oh my god, this already has like favorite song potential, man. Oh my god, this is gorgeous. That subtle instrumental is so good and well fit into this track. Kendrick's echoey effects on his voice highlight the lyrics. Like, you take them in way easier. You have Kendrick literally talking about like his life now, you know, his grandma has passed away, what his mother witnessed when he was younger, the shit he'd gone through in his younger days, his auntie, you know, reaching out to him and saying like, watch out, you know, and then Kendrick basically just turning around and saying, I'm not doing this for the Grammy, you know, I'm not doing this for the awards and the accolades, I'm doing this for Compton, you know, and all of it gets sucked in because of the way they've sort of highlighted his vocals with that subtle instrumental, the effect on his voice. Fuck me! What an opening!
I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton. I'm willing to die for the shit, nigga. I take your fucking life for the shit, nigga. We ain't going back to broke, family selling dope. That's why you many-ass rap niggas better know. If I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. If I gotta go hard on the bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. I pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy. They won't take me on my element, nah, take me on my element. I'm allergic to a bitch, nigga, ayy.
I love this song. The chorus is well weird though, but like, saying I'm gonna make it look sexy, alright, you do that. The chorus, I don't really get it. Like lyrically, I don't get it, but vibe-wise and tone-wise and flow-wise and everything else, lyrically, I'm trying to understand what the hell it actually means. But fuck me, what a song, man! What a song!
Take me on my element. Nah,
what a fucking
I'm
good
allergic
song.
to a bitch nigga, ayy. An imaginary rich nigga, ayy. 7 figures, how that slimmer than my bitch figure, ayy. Going digital and physical and all y'all, ayy. Bunch of criminals and money in my phone calls, ayy. Me okay, we let the A1 fly. Relocate, jump on the same G5. Check it for me heavy, cause I go, yeah. They never been ready, yeah, I know, yeah. 100K spread across the floor, yeah. None of y'all fucking with the flow, yeah. Years in the making, they don't y'all mistake it. I got them by a landslide, we talk about races. You know this never be a tie, just look at they laces. You know careers take off, just gotta be patient. Mr. 1 through 5, that's the only logic. Fake my death, go to Cuba, that's the only option. If I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy.
Ay. I like how at the beginning of the verse, he literally talks about changing up locations, getting on the G5, basically hitting up a private jet, and then at the end, he talks about a career taking off. You just gotta be patient. Feels like a lot of that verse was based up in the clouds. My word, though. I don't even know how to describe why I like this song so much. I think I just love the way it's been arranged. But there is something about this that is clicking hard with me. Even the switch up in verse 2 at the beginning before we go back into sort of the flow that verse 1 had. Fucking brilliant.
If I gotta go hard on the bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. I pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy. They won't take me on my element. Nah, take me on my element. Damned if I do, if I don't. Yeah. Goddamn us all if you won't. Yeah. Damn, it's a goddamn shame. You ain't frontline, get out the goddamn way. Niggas thought they wouldn't go see me, huh? Niggas thought that KDOT real life is the same life they see on TV, huh? Niggas wanna flex on me and be in LA for free, huh? Next time they hit the 10 freeway, we need receipt, huh? Cause most of y'all ain't real. Most of y'all go squill. Most of y'all
God, everything this man does is genius. Everything he fucking does is genius. Everything. First, immediate switch up for that bridge, right? But then when he does a simple line like this, listen.
The 10 freeway, we need receipt, huh? Cause most of y'all ain't real. Most of y'all go.
Most of you ain't real, right? That one fucking line there. He adds this weird effect on it. He makes it go from ear to ear in the surround sound headphone effect. He makes it feel unusual and bizarre. That simple line, the way it's produced, brings it all together. This guy is a fucking genius behind the machine, man.
Squill. Most of y'all just envy, but jealousy get you killed. Most of y'all throw rocks and try to hide your hand. Just say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman. Because it's all
I like that. Most of you throw rocks and try and hide your hands. Basically saying, it's like smiling, shaking someone's hands, but behind the scenes you're just shit talking. It's that simple. It's that simple. You're too fucking faced.
Throw rocks and try to hide your hand. Just say his name and I promise that you'll see Candyman. Because it's all in your eyes. Most of y'all tell lies. Most of y'all don't fade. Most of y'all been advised. Last LP I tried to lift a black artist. But it's a difference between black artists and whack artists.
Oh, come on, my guy, man. Oh, Jesus.
I pull up, hop out, hair out, made it look sexy. They won't take me out my element. Nah, take me out my element.
God, man, what a track. Why are these tracks like 20 seconds long, dude? What was he doing with his album, man? Jesus, Kendrick, you're somewhere to be. Why are you leaving the booth early? What the fuck? Come on. I've been spoiled. I've been used to the 5-6 minute long songs that these ones are just sad, man. They're sad. We're going to be through this album so damn quickly. Jesus. Oh, my word. Something about that song just hit me. Something about it. And I just mean the sound of it. It just flowed so nicely. Very well done. Verses were very nice. Chorus was very nice. Again, still don't really understand. I mean, he made it look sexy, but I don't know what. I don't get it. The fucking random bridge that we had was dark and demonic, you know. We had the tone switches on it. We had Kendrick literally talking about... Once again, it's just fucking... Like, he was talking about the previous album, talking about what he was trying to do, raise people up. And it almost seems like there's that disappointment that he has here, you know. Like, people sort of... At the end of the day, it feels like he's basically just frustrated with all these people talking shit, but then they see him in person, and they're like, yeah, it's all cool, we're friends, ha ha ha. And then behind the scenes, they're like, nah, you know, throwing, like, oh, fuck that guy, let's destroy it. Like, basically... I mean, he mentioned the word jealousy, and I think that is the best word to come back to pretty much summing up what that entire song felt like. It was about Kendrick addressing jealousy. It was addressing these people who want to tear down what someone's building. Where Kendrick's trying to lift people up. Where Kendrick's trying to support his community, support his people, and he's trying to shine a light on issues that need a light shine on it. And you have people from both sides of the fence, people who should be backing him, who aren't backing him, but are acting like they are, but they aren't. And it's out of jealousy or something else, but then people on the other side of the fence doing it, and Kendrick basically just saying, like, what the fuck, man? Like, my last album, I just tried to lift people up. This album, I'm just trying to lift up the right people, you know? That's kind of what it felt like. I don't know. Misunderstood? Did I misunderstand? Oh, God, but the fucking song was so good. So good. The opening was really nicely done. The effect on his voice just highlighted his tone, really made you draw in the lyrics. The instrumental was so subtly tucked away you barely even noticed it. It would just pop its head out like a game of whack-a-mole. It led us into that beautifully well done chorus with a nice tone of, again, like, and then we go into the bizarre opening to the second verse before it sort of picks up the pace in the first verse, then the random bridge. Like, everything was just so nicely well fit together, man. A perfect jigsaw puzzle of a song. Fuck me, one of my favorites already. Damn! Whew! How many times am I going to say damn? I need like a damn counter on these videos. Whew. Feel. Can't believe this is the last one we're doing today. This is going by so quick.
Ain't nobody praying for me.
That's something I've seen artists do before, and I'm always interested in what it's supposed to be. Is that supposed to be like the intermission between track and track? Is that what it's supposed to be? Because when you have these openings that are 20 seconds long but don't even match the tone of the rest of the song, what is their point? What is their purpose? Otherwise, why do they not fit into the flow? Are they intermissions? So we just switch it immediately. Could have another heavy one here. Oh man, this could be good. This could be good. That piano drop here.
I feel like a chip on my shoulders. I feel like I'm losing my focus. I feel like I'm losing my patience. I feel like my thoughts in the basement. I feel like you're miseducated. Feel like I don't wanna.
This was something I was a bit worried about, because the opening of this song, the first 45 seconds, Kendrick doesn't even say a word, and the whole song feels good. it feels nice. It's got a real good style to it. Kendrick has a habit sometimes of taking a beat like that and then doing a vocal sort of overtone on it that switches up the feelings of the track, which I thought he was gonna do, but then my guy just comes in so elegantly just on that mellow track and just blends in so subtly with it that it doesn't change those feelings, it enhances.
I feel like my thoughts in the basement. I feel like you're miseducated. Feel like I don't wanna be bothered. I feel like you may be the problem. I feel like it ain't no tomorrow. Fuck the world. The world is ended. I'm done pretending. And fuck you if you get offended. I feel like friends been overrated. I feel like the family been faking. I feel like the feelings are changing. Feel like
this definitely feels like this feels like a man who is fed up. You know, he's talking about like how he's fed up with his family, how he's fed up with his friends, how he's fed up with this, he's fed up with that. This basically just feels like a guy who's just like tired. I mean, he even says like he just wants to be left alone. This is a guy who's just sitting there, just like, everyone just fuck off for a second. I'm turning off my phone.
No tomorrow, fuck the world. The world is ended. I'm done pretending. And fuck you if you get offended. I feel like friends been overrated. I feel like the family been faking. I feel like the feelings are changing. Feel like my daughter compromised is jaded. Feel like you wanna scrutinize how I made it. Feel like I ain't feeling you all. Feel like
scrutinize how I made it.
Involved. I feel for you. I've been in the field for you. It's real for you, right? Shit, I feel like ain't nobody praying for me.
It's interesting. That's the second time he said that. You know, he talked about his grand passing away and then saying no one was praying for him, and then he just said he feels like no one's praying for him again here. And even his tone has shifted here. Like, it's emotional, it's heavy, it's got depth to it. You can tell this is a man who is feeling this, who is like genuinely just snapping at this point. You know, this feels like Kendrick went into that booth without any words written down, and he is just venting. He has picked up that microphone, he is venting, and he's saying, I'm frustrated with my family, I'm frustrated with my friends, I'm frustrated with these organizations, frustrated with people criticizing me about how I made it and what I'm doing. I'm frustrated with all of this when I'm just trying to be, you know, me, and I'm trying to do right, and all these people are saying I'm doing wrong, or they want some of my money, or they want some of this. And he's like, I feel like everyone's either fake or just full of shit, you know, and that's what it feels like. And it matches back to the track we had before, you know? His radar is buzzing. This whole album feels like, so far, that Kendrick is just frustrated with everybody, everyone in his life. That's what this album feels like. That it is a man who has had the shittest day ever. People have just pissed him off. His phone is lighting up for all the wrong reasons. He's thrown his phone out the window and he's picked up that microphone. That's what this feels like.
Ain't nobody praying for me.
Traded one phone for another.
Ain't nobody praying for me.
Mobile for micro.
Ain't nobody praying for me. Ain't nobody praying. I feel niggas been out of pocket. I feel niggas tapping their pockets. I feel like debating on who the greatest can stop it. I am legend. I feel like all of y'all is peasants. I feel like all of y'all is desperate. I feel like all it takes is a second to feel like Mike Jordan whenever holding a real mic. I ain't feeling your presence. Feel like I'ma learn you a lesson. Feel like only me and the music though. I feel like your feeling ain't mutual. I feel like the enemy you should know. Feel like
I like that he immediately just gives himself that like establishment, that confidence, you know, like sort of reminding himself but also reminding other people in the same way. You know, he's like, I feel like I'm the greatest. I feel like I'm the king. I feel like what I'm doing is amazing and you guys aren't understanding that. I feel like I'm cooking here and you guys ain't smelling while I'm cooking, you know?
The music though, I feel like your feeling ain't mutual. I feel like the enemy you should know. Feel like the feeling
I'm the enemy you should know.
The feeling of bad dope, a quarterhouse manipulated from soap. The feeling of false freedom, a false freedom, the poison to fill them up in the prison. I feel like it's just me, look. I feel like I can't breathe, look. I feel like I can't sleep, look. I feel heartless often, off this feeling of falling apart with darkest hours lost in. Feeling the void of being employed with balling. Streets is talking, filling the blanks with coffins. Fill up the banks with dollars. Fill up the graves with fathers. Fill up the babies with bullshit. Internet blogs and pulpit. Filling with gossip. I feel like there's gotta be the feeling where Pac was. The feeling of an apocalypse happening, but nothing is awkward.
Oh my god, this song's gonna need like 10 listens. This is gonna need so much. I'm gonna rewind a big chunk just there. Oh my god! Oh my god, this is a man just venting. This is a man thinking and a man venting. A man with a million things to say. A man pissed off at everybody. A man like now talking about like Tupac as well and putting himself in those shoes and saying like, I wonder if this is what he could have been feeling like, you know. And it's just literally that. The song is called Phil, This Is a Man Feeling.
Fill up the graves with fathers, fill up the babies with bullshit, internet blogs and pulpit, filling with gossip. I feel like there's gotta be the feeling where Pac was. The feeling of an apocalypse happening, but nothing is awkward. The feeling won't prosper, the feeling is toxic.
I love that. I love that fucking line. Feeling like the apocalypse is happening, but nothing as well. Like, that's literally what the fucking world feels like. Like, the apocalypse is here, but nothing. Nothing. No one gives a fuck.
Feeling of an apocalypse happening, but nothing is awkward. The feeling won't prosper, the feeling is toxic. I feel like I'm boxing demons, monsters, false prophets, scheming sponsors, industry promises, niggas, bitches, honkies, crackers, Compton, church, religion, token, blacks in bondage, lawsuit visits, subpoena served in concert. Fuck your feelings, I mean this for imposters. I can feel it, the phoenix sure to watch us. I can feel it, the dream is more than process. I can build a regime that forms a likeness. I can feel it, the scream that haunts our logic. I feel like say something, I feel like take some.
Was that supposed to be like demonic Kendrick, or was that supposed to be like a representation of Lucy or something? Are we seeing that again here? What was that supposed to be? Kendrick switching up his tone like that, making it sound demonic, makes me wonder what the deepness is behind.
Phoenix sure to watch us. I can feel it, the dream is more than process. I can build a regime that forms a likeness. I can feel it, the scream that haunts our logic. I feel like say something, I feel like take some. I feel like skating on, I feel like waiting for him. Maybe it's too late for him. I feel like the whole world want me to pray for him, but who the fuck praying for me? Ain't nobody praying for me.
God, that bass, man.
Ain't nobody praying.
Phil just does the exact same. Phil does the exact same. The exact same that we've seen before. This hits you again. We literally had, was it Ya? Element? To be honest, it's every single one of them. It's every single track we've had so far has the same kind of feel. It is Kendrick venting his frustrations, venting his annoyance, his anger, his stress, you know? But doing it in a way that he's not screaming or yelling or breaking down, you know? Doing it in a way where he wants to get the message through by not making us feel like he's feeling. Like, this is a man who is feeling shit, who is feeling upset, and he knows how much that sucks. So he wants to make sure that whoever he's venting to doesn't feel what he's feeling. That's what this whole album feels like so far. And it's fucking insane. We're literally listening to Kendrick having this inner battle with himself, but also no battle with himself, because it feels like he's understanding it, right? But it also does feel like he's talking to himself. How do I... This is so complex, because it feels like... it feels like Kendrick went into a room after a crazy day, and he sat down and he's having a conversation with himself about how he's feeling, you know? But his mind's never been more clear at the same time. Like, he's understanding it, but also understanding it by talking it through. That's what it feels like. Almost like his own personal therapy session with a mirror. And he's sitting there and he's just thinking about it. He's seeing his phone over there, maybe lighting up and buzzing. He's seeing the messages coming through. You know, he's thinking about his day. He's thinking about, like, being Kendrick Lamar, you know, being in this space, you know. I'm thinking about wanting to make this music and how much he loves making this music and how much he loves these messages. But then he puts out these messages and people are talking about, like, how he made it and criticizing how he made it, criticizing what he's done when he's just trying to do the right thing. And people are saying, like, Kendrick this, Kendrick that. And he's just feeling fucking exhausted from it. And then he's got other people hitting him up, putting their hands in his pockets, you know, wanting something. He feels like everybody wants a bit of what he's got. And he wants to give it to the people who deserve it. But he's feeling like everyone's just taking advantage of it. And he's just sitting there just fucking frustrated at all of it. Whether it's his family, his friends, his business partners, his sponsorships, and all these other people in his life. And it just feels like they want his name for themselves, you know? And that's it. You know, like, in the same sense that you've got all these people giving him all this attention, and he's talking about, like, I feel like everybody wants me to pray for them. Everybody wants me to help them. You know, whether it's us, the fans, whether it's anybody else, everybody wants what Kendrick is giving. You know, we want his music. Other people want his money. Everybody wants what he's giving, but nobody is praying for him. And that's what it feels like. You know, it feels like everybody's taking a little piece of Kendrick, but no one is giving anything back. And he's just sitting there and he's looking around at his life, and that's what he's feeling. And every single song has followed that. The start of this album, when it opened with Blood and then into DNA, I assumed that we were going to go back into what we saw before, you know, that we were going to see Kendrick maybe addressing more of the police brutality, more of the police violence and the system inside of the US that, you know, pushes... I mean, the racist, broken fucking system. Let's be blunt. And I thought maybe we were going to go in that direction. And we did a little bit, but then we drifted off. And with Ya and Element and Phil, we went much more into Kendrick's mind. Kendrick's situational awareness of what is going on around him and how he is feeling. And it really does feel like we're just sitting there in a room, curtains drawn, notepad in our hands, as Kendrick lies on a fucking futon in front of us, staring up at the ceiling and venting his own personal therapy session on an album. That's what Damn feels like so far. It is the frustrations of a man dealing with everyone around him and trying to understand who is in his life for good, who wants what's best for him, who's actually there to look after him. That's what this feels like. The title of the songs is interesting. Blood, DNA, Ya, Element, Feel, Loyalty, Pride, Humble, Lust, Love. All different stages of how he is feeling, but also not, maybe? Alright. This is going to be an interesting album, I think. It's going to be really interesting to see how it progresses and if it stays like this. Because at the moment, it literally feels like the adult version of Inside Out. We're inside his mind and he just got a lot to say. What an insane instrumental on every single track, though. It is incredible how, at its core, so far, this album feels like someone venting about everything that's upsetting them, stressing them out, and making them frustrated, but doing it in a way that takes the person listening to a mental spa. When you listen to any other artists who are pissed off and angry, you get pissed off and angry. You're pissed off and angry too. When you listen to Kendrick and he's pissed off and angry, you sit back. You relax, you nod, and you understand. But you're not pissed off and angry. You're just understanding. That makes sense. Crazy how he's able to do that. Never have I had someone yell in the calmest way possible. Hope you guys enjoy my reaction. I want these songs to be longer. Luckily, it looks like they do get longer. Pride is over 4 minutes. Lust is over 5. Triple X is over 4. Fear is 7.5. That's a good one. And we got like all the later tracks on this album are getting longer and longer, which is what I want, man. That's what I want. Anyway, sorry if I got a really sore throat, so I might have been talking over myself a little bit. I do apologize for that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the reaction. We are back to the full album reactions. It's so funny how with Kendrick Lamar, the album reactions are more demanded than music videos. The only artist I've ever had that with, by the way. Anyway. Hope you guys enjoyed them. Please like and subscribe to support them. Have an awesome freaking day. Leave your comments down below. Let me know if there's anything I missed that I need to know. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.